The temple is built is of the very essence of the post-Gupta style. All the outer walls of these shrines contain sculptured niches and wonderful series of images of subordinate deities. The shikhara of these temples resemble Pida of Orissa style. You find the image of Shiva and Parvati. This is a shrine of goddess Varashi. The only goddess shrine in the temple complex. The jams of the temple are carved with several deities. This is the last corner of the outer temple. You have already seen the Narasimha Avatara on the wall.
Very surprising.
The Shaivism and Vaishnavism is combined. two smaller shrines. This is a shrine. The linga has the mukha. This is the extraordinary view of Shivalinga in Madhukeshwara temple. Everywhere Shivalinga is in the form of stone, except in Amarnath, where it is a snow lingam. Nowhere in the country, in the entire Bharatavarsha, the Lord Shiva is in the form of a fossil of the trunk of Mahuva or Madhuka Vruksha, botanically called Madhuka latifolia, with a carved face on it. This is called Madhukeshwara or Sri Mukhalingam. The locals worship it as Dakshina Kasi. This is the royal deity of the Choda Gangas. We are now entering the Aniyanka Bhimeshwara temple. This temple has inscriptions on the temple wall of the Gajapati period and a few record donations at the time of Anantavarma Choda Ganga. Aniyanka Bhima was the name of Ganga king Vajrahasta II, who ruled from 980 to 1015 AD. This is Narsimha Avatara. Before the temple, there are two Nandis, one representing the Andhra sculpture, the other the Orissa sculpture. These were built as a token of friendship between Andhra and Orissa culture. Around this temple, many artifacts were found. The Shikhara of the temple also represents the Pida structure of the Orissan style. All the art on the temple was chiseled out of the Kondalite stone. This temple is in a very dilapidated condition. It contains very large murtis of Nataraja. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. This is the Shikhara of the temple. This is Someshwara temple. Though obviously a temple of considerable size, only the shrine now remains. Unlike the Mukhalingeshwara temple, this faces the west. The shrine is of the type known in Orissa as Triratha, that is, a projection in the center of each faces divides the wall space into three, which gives room for a large nishi and two smaller flanking nishis. The center nishis are occupied by figures of Mahishasura Mardini Kartikeya and Ganesh. The beautiful carvings on the four sides of the temple excel in its style, iconography and sculpture. The contemporary sculpture at world famous Sun Temple, Konark and Khajuraho temples. The Ardhanarishwara is an especially lovely conception. The lintels, the walls contains fine vegetal scrolls. This is Ardhanarishwara. The small panels contain a host of lovely things, many of which are masterpieces in miniature, though the decorative carving has lost the wonderful freshness and invention of the earlier temple. The jambs are decorated with vertical people and decorative scrolls. Lord Ganesh The Someshwara temple contains no inscription. In the niches on either side of the door are figures of the river goddess Yamuna and Ganga. Lord Someshwara. Thus we come to the end of the journey through the monuments and sites at Sri Mukhalingam, rarely visited by any tourist, but are vital for the understanding and appreciation of the Indian art. Thank you.